Welcome, everyone, to famed Sanford Stadium between the hedges in Athens, Georgia, home to the Bulldogs and 90,000 of their closest friends. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Longhorns will kick this deep to begin the game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him right at the 24.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Knowshon Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
First down here for this offense. It's a quarterback keeper. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play, and now they're way behind the sticks.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
But here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Second down after that run on the previous play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
come to the line for second down and very short now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. They weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Here's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. Made the defense look slow that time.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And it's no good. He missed the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He shreds the tackle. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
No connection there. The pass is incomplete. Crucial third down play right here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They get him at the 42, good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all... In third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught behind the line. It's Silva. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on third down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
The Longhorns pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Off the play fake, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Will he score here? Touchdown, Texas. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The PAT is good, so it's 10-6. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 10, Georgia 6.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Second down after that previous play. And now the running back's got it again. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Oh, and he breaks. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Set to advance on the football.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Handoff in a single back formation. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now the running back's got it again. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That one moves the ball across the 40.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Eludes a tackle. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The Bulldogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw again. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Dogs. This quarterback on fire today.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Offense still out there, down by 5. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion and make this a 3-point game. And they're trying to punch it in here. And the 2-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead.
So they decide to run it in on the 2-point conversion, and it turns out to be the right call. Put 2 up on the board.
And the return starts from inside the 20. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. On the toss play, runner moving left. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Go at the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
And then first down, right back to the running game. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's a draw play. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense, but ball right at midfield. Oh, it's a reverse. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, I'm just thinking back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator this week, and these are the kind of plays that he expected. So he's not necessarily surprised to see it, but his defense did look a little bit lost on that play, and it cost him. He got a first down.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Tailback with another carry. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Hands off to the left. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They'll run it here. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point try coming now. And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead.
That makes the score.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team ends him in and brings him down. The offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him out across the 20. It's like one more play here before halftime. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to scramble. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. Minter's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Offense takes the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Yeah, they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Handoff to the single back. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. The Dogs come up to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's escaping the pocket now. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of life from this offense. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Handoff heading left. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
A second down after that completion. Quarterback keeps the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
And the wideout goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on third down. Defense is coming after him. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by 10.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And there's the handoff. Runs through the defender. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And in first down, they go right back to him. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And now the handoff.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
The Longhorns line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Texas 24, Georgia 14.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. This one is right through, and they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. And the Bulldogs come to the line in a hurry up.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Thinking right, this one caught. They've got it, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's a bullet over the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Okay, the Texas Texas offense comes back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? They'll work the clock here with the running game. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Longhorns. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the grab. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Touchdown, Texas. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Now the all-important extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
42, Georgia, 21.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
We reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Gives it to the back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Getting set. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFP committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.